Hey everyone, what is up? Welcome or welcome back to my channel, Jen in the house, and happy 4th of July. Yay! So today I wanted to talk about and try my Younique collection that I just got. So this is the Beachfront Chill and Prime setting powder. You can use it as a primer or as a setting powder. It's supposed to be cooling, kind of like the Becca is what I'm thinking. And then the Beachfront Luminizer powder, this is a chilling blush. They also have a highlighter and a bronzer. And then there's also a lippy and 2 brushes. So I want to go ahead, review them, talk about them, be like, hey, what up? I'm going to use some other products too that are new. I got some sample of the new Marc Jacobs dewdrops, different from the ones from last year. And, you know, I just wanted to share that with you. Said I was going to have a video every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. So this is the only way that I really know how to get the video up today. And we had a little bit of an accident in my house, so it's been flooded. I can't sit at my desk. There's a bunch of things on it while the carpet's drying. And yeah, so if you want to see it, I know this is the longest intro ever, but keep on watching. Gonna do like a little get ready with me. I'm using my taffeta colored cream foundation by Younique first, and the reason for this is because like the front part of my neck and my face are not tan like the rest of my body, and I want everything to match since I'm wearing a tank top. So I'm just using the Younique foundation brush, and we're just gonna go ahead and apply this. And then I'm going to get my beauty blender out and do a couple other layers with some other foundation. So this is what I do to get ready. It's a little bit different whenever I'm doing something like where I'm going to be outside, obviously, because it's going to be warmer. And I want my makeup to last because we are going to be out doing fireworks with the kids. Just an old family tradition. And yeah, of course I'm a photo taker, so yeah. Alright, so now I'm gonna get my blender, and I'm a little bit extra, I'm not gonna lie to you. You probably already know this. I can't find my foundation mixer palette thing. I don't know where it is. Yeah, I don't have a clue what I did with it since all this happened, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the back of my hand like a OG. I have the Tarte face tape in the color 20S, light sand, and I do about 2 pumps of that. I'm going to use my YSL, the color B20 Ivory, and I'm going to use my Dior Forever, the matte, and this is the color, Zero. I don't know where that ended at, but I mixed up some foundations. They are S20 from Face Tape, the Tarte, the new one, Zero Neutral by Dior, and YSL B20 Ivory. And I'm going to mix these in with the taffeta, and we're just going to bring it down the neck. I had to do it on the back of my hand because I couldn't find my little plate that I normally mix on. Don't forget your ears, your hairline, and yeah. So we're just gonna get going here. I hope my other video didn't leave off in a funky spot. That'll be very odd. And I'm doing this because it's a couple of different, what do you call it? Formulas. And I just want to keep this really nice, light, full coverage, and wear all day proof. Alright, now I'm going to wash my hands, and maybe I should just be doing a live video for today. What do you guys think? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I like like to edit. I like to have funny little bloops and words and all that stuff. Next, I'm going to go in with the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Light for my concealer. I like to cover up my under eyes pretty good. And we like to make the forehead and the chin just really bright. And then I'm also going to go in with a little bit of the Giorgio Armani Power Concealer fabric because it's just a little bit lighter. And just kind of do this little number. I like to use my sponge for this part. And just blend it out. Now we are going to warm the face back up, obviously. And we're going to have some different powder that we kind of do around here to make everything blend. Otherwise, it just looks silly. Which is part of the reason why I hate wearing tank tops, but like I can't fathom going out in 90-degree Oklahoma weather and not wearing a tank top because that would just be too much. And if you haven't used Tarte Shape Tape or Power Fabric Concealer, they're a lot alike, but the Power Fabric Concealer is more thin. But the color that they sent me in my box is a little light, so I like to mix it with the other color and kind of go from there. And then we're gonna set our face. First, I'm gonna set my under eyes with something a little different than this. I like to use this one last because it's chilling. So I do use a couple of other powders. First, we're gonna go into our Fenty Beauty in the color Butter. And I keep thinking, like, I just want to turn off the video. I just want to do a live. I'm just going to turn off the video. I want to do a live, but I don't know that I'm going to do that. Normally, I use some Becca under eye brightener, but today, I think we're just going to roll with this. And then I get all the creases out of my eye, and then I also set my lid because I have a hooded eye. So that's a thing. Yeah. Alright. And then we're going to do the other one. I have a lot of under eye lines and I need it to be set really good, like for the day. And this really does that for me. And then we're going to go do the same thing on the lid. My eyes get super irritated really easy. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but you know, the cracks and crevices and you name it. Woo! Do you ever think like Sephora kind of smells like this powder? Because I do. It's so strange to me, but smells are something I really remember. And that smell is just one that has really stuck with me. I can't find my fluffy brush. Here I am. We're just gonna go all over with this and set down everything. And then I'm gonna go in with my darker Younique loose foundation powder. I have the loose, I have the pressed, I have the liquid. I think I have all of them except for the stick, and that's because they don't have my color in the stick, and so I just didn't bother buying it. I have a stick foundation that I like quite a bit from Anastasia of Beverly Hills, and she is having a 50% off right now on her stick foundation, so if you haven't tried them, go grab one for 50% off. I think they're normally $21 or something like that, so it'll be like $10.50 or something crazy cheap like that. So go try it out. I like it. I just think it might be a little too light for me right now, but it wears really good throughout the day, and I have super oily skin, so if you have super oily skin, you might like it. Okay, I wear a lot of powder because I'm super oily, and yeah. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Laura Mercier translucent, just the regular classic setting powder. We're going to set all these areas really, really good. And some of the ones that I choose also are really good for keeping the skin matte. They blur the pores, and that's what I'm really looking for. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, at least it's all blending out nicely. Starting to be the same color from everywhere, all around, up and down. All right. Next, I'm going to take my Younique powder, which I haven't used in a long time. I have the pressed powder foundation in the color Tweed, and then I have the loose powder foundation in the color Poplin. Tweed, right now, oh, that's not the one. Oh, that's not it either. Well, I just have a bunch. Let's see. Nope. There we go. Oops. So Tweed is just a little bit dark right now. So once I get a little bit more of a tan, this one will work for me, but right now I'm still not there yet. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use this one. All of mine are like super dirty. It comes with a really cool little cap, and then it's got the little screen in it that I don't particularly care for, but it's okay. And then I use my big, large powder by Sigma, and I start on my neck. And we're just going to make sure that our neck is blending all the way around. If you have short hair, this is super important for you to do, because you don't want to forget the back of your neck. You want everything to match. So we're just going to do this little number here and make sure everything is blending really nicely and that we are the same color. Same color is very important. I'm just going to bring all around, especially on the ears. Do not forget the ears. And we're just going to work our way up of this darker powder. Now, I was going to get darker foundation, but if you can manipulate your skin with a powder, when it starts to wear off, it'll wear off more gracefully to like the color that you actually are. And I prefer that look much better to one that's, you know, looks goofy. I don't know, I just think some stuff looks goofy. I've always wanted to cut the mesh out of this. I think I might. I just can't get enough powder out at one time. And just kind of get all over there. I don't have to worry too much about my chest or my décolleté because I have a tattoo there, but as you can see, everything is really nice, the same color all the way around. And that's really what you're going for. So then we're just going to blend a little bit more up here on the forehead. And down the neck again. So you just want to be really nice, looking flawless, get the same color everywhere so you don't look goofy later. And yeah. So, now that we're done with that part, we're going to go ahead and grab the cooling. We're just gonna shake it down. Inside there's a really neat like little plug thing, and you can use this to put the powder on your face if you want. I need to locate, there we go. This is the Beachfront large brush that comes with it. And then I just pat it on over all those powders. And you can feel it like chilling. It almost feels wet, which is why I pat it on and don't swipe with it, because we've already done our makeup. It does feel chilling. If you liked the one from Becca, which I do have, and I will say isn't chilling still. I was gonna pull it out, but I'm just gonna continue to use this one. So the Becca one loses its cooling effect pretty early on. It lasts for about a month, and then the cooling effect is gone. This one feels really refreshing, and when you put it on, it kind of makes everything melt in together, like if you're using Fix Plus or something. And the powdery look that I had on my face with the other stuff I was using goes away. So it looks really, really neat. Like, I don't know, it's just so crazy. Like, you put it on and then all of a sudden your foundation and your powders look like your skin. Like, that's it. It's so freaking crazy to me. So I'm just gonna keep patting this in. It feels so good and cooling. I really like it. I thought about getting another bundle because I really like the blush, and I thought, man, I want to try the highlighter. And my stepmom said the bronzer one is amazing. She loves it. So it comes with, you can get a highlighter, a blusher, or a bronzer. They're sold individually, or you can get a set that has this, the blusher, and the lipstick in it. And then you get the brushes for free. This brush and this brush, and they're like the best quality. They feel really good. So I'm impressed. We're just gonna do a little bit more on the forehead, or in my case, a 5 head. And just use up what we've kind of put in the chamber here. And I really like it. I love the way it feels. I really liked the cooling effect by the Becca, and the way it makes my skin look like skin and not powder and not foundation. It just is amazing. I like it a lot. So when I put the cap on it, it also is 10 grams, so 0.35 of an ounce is what you get in the setting powder. The blusher, I don't even know if I can read that small. 2.5 grams, so 0.08 of an ounce. I'm gonna wash my hands again. I wash my hands a lot, especially when I'm getting ready, so I don't mix a bunch of colors together. I just toss that water right in my face. That's really nice. Perfect. Okay. All right. Now I'm gonna go ahead and move into a bronzer. I have typically been using the Hoola Light when I was really fair. I'm still kind of using it now, and I'll show you why and how. I'm just gonna get my bronzer brush here, and we're just gonna go in like I normally do. This creates the kind of bronzy color that I'm wanting, not too dark, nothing that's like boom, like in your face. Let me pull my hair back again. I'm getting so much makeup in my hair. I have to get a makeup wipe and get it all out when I'm done. One downfall to having longer hair now. So as you can see, it's really building nicely. I love the light in my bathroom during the day, like getting ready. It's so good because it's natural, and you get a better idea of what you're gonna look like when you go out of the house. I'm also gonna take this bronzer and go down on my neck, and we're gonna give that some more color, remembering the sides and the back, and we're gonna carve out a little bit of the chin there. And we're gonna do some more 5 head, try to make it a 3 head. And then I take my brush like this and I swipe on that very corner of my nose to create a nice natural looking kind of contour on the nose. Watched the Scott Bondage video and now I'm a pro. No. And then the next brush, if I can find it, it's a little kind of flat top. It's a Luxie brush. I love it so much. For the next step, so I've got to find it. Oh, there it is. Put it in my eyeshadow brushes. So it's just a little bit smaller. I'm going to go back into that Hoola Light, and we're just going to do that again. And it's creating a very nice, natural kind of contour on the nose. And you don't have to worry about, am I doing it right? It's just going on the regular contours of your nose. And I really like that. Take the excess and kind of run it along here. Now, I am tan enough I can use my Beachfront bronzer in the color Hermosa by Younique. It's got a matte side and a shimmer side, and I really like to mix the two together. And then we're just going to go back in the back corners here and carve out a little bit more of the contour. And we're going to do the same thing right along here. And during the summer, I really like to do this with this one, with a mixture of both, because I think the light shimmer to it gives it a really natural looking glow. And it doesn't look so harsh and like super contoured like we tend to do in the winter, or at least I do. And we're just going to continue to blend that on the forehead, and so that it looks really nice and natural. Take it up the corners here. I'm going to take a little bit on the jawline so we can carve that out. Underneath the lip to give us a little pout. And blend it down. Now, looking a little extra, I know. This is one I like to take. My Becca Be Light palette, and this is the light to medium face palette. It's got the finishing and the brightening powder. I'm gonna go back in with my big Younique brush, and I'm gonna take both of those. I'm gonna buff underneath there. I'm gonna buff again, and I'm going to get in all those spots around it to continue blending everything I just put down. And that way it doesn't look really harsh and we've buffed it out. Now, I personally, this is my personal choice, it's what I like to do. After we've buffed, I like to go in, take my blender, and go back to one of these setting powders, whichever one you want. This is the easiest one for me to reach into, and take my wet beauty sponge. And I'm going to go ahead and bake here and carve this out. I want it to be more defined, and I want to have a more chiseled look. This is also a really good way to correct any over bronzing if you bring it down too far. We're just gonna go even here with the mouth, and then we're gonna take some underneath the eye, and we can dust all this off later. But this will help during the eyeshadow process and with the overall look. I find this makes it easier to do the contouring and make it look really nice and defined without having to use a bunch of dark, harsh colors on my face, which I don't like to do. And then we're going to take some of it and go right here on the forehead. And that's it. So we're going to brighten up those places where we kind of darken, and we're going to make sure that everything looks really nice and neat, because I'm super asymmetrical, kind of nutty. Sorry, let me wash my hands again. And now I just want to go ahead and show you the blusher. Now, let me get some of this out of here. And this is the little lippy that I just love. It's chilling too. It's really cool. So I got some of that blush kind of packed on top of the screen because it's really hard to manage when it's not. I'm going to pick it up with my, it's a blush brush I got from my Ipsy Glam bag. And we're going to put this on our cheek. It feels chilling as well. And when you hit this in the sunlight, it is so pretty. It really blends nicely into the skin. It's not this super harsh color. A lot of blushes are like super bright, super offensive to me anyway. So I like that this one's a little bit more kind of toned down. And we're just going to get a little bit more. And then I like to go a little bit on my nose with it, make it look like a little sunburn. And it does come with this brush, and this one does kind of get in there better to get it. However, I like the way that I think it's a, is it a Stalazi? I don't know. It's one of those really expensive brushes. Mel Thompson always talks about it. Love her channel. And I got one as like an add-on to an Ipsy glam bag. So I was like, hell yeah, I'm getting an expensive ass brush for nothing. For $3, I think, is what I spent. So we've done the blush now, and now I'm gonna go grab a dual fiber brush. This is a Sigma, and we're gonna brush this off because I don't like to bake too long, otherwise it looks a little odd. And I also like to take it off before we do brows. And yeah. So, very chill, very good. I like to go with a little bit more blush after this step. And just buff it in, nice and pinky color, pinky peachy color. Looks really good with my skin tone. I think it would really go good on any skin tone, to be honest. And ta-da! So I'm gonna do my brows, I'm gonna do all that. I'll go ahead and show you the lippy first because it's kind of what we're here for. I've already showed you guys my mascara by Younique, you know all about it. I'm gonna grab a lip liner. I'm going to grab my Marc Jacobs Cream and Sugar, and go ahead and line my lips, that way we don't have too long of a video. I did just want to talk about these items. Now you can still get them. I will always have Younique linked down below. I do make a small portion off of your purchase, but it's not a living wage, that's why I have a job. So I thank you ahead of time if you use it to get the Beachfront collection because it's amazing. There's a lot of amazing stuff. I love the Uology line. If you need help picking stuff out, let me know. I'm here for you. And this is the Beachfront Lippy. It's a chilling lippy. I had it in my vlog the other day, and I was wearing it with the Huda, but it's really nice and just very nude, chill kind of pink shimmer, and it comes in a little twist up. So I'll come back, I'll show you the finished look, and yeah, that'll be that. Happy 4th of July. Love you a bunch. Dun, 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 dun. This is the finished look. Took me quite a while. I will say the new dewdrops by Marc Jacobs are really pretty, and then I topped it off with a little bit of the Kylie and a little bit of the Tarte. So because I buff my face out and then I add powder on top of like creams and stuff. The lippy is the Younique lippy, and I topped it with some Christian Dominique peach tea. So that is the lip gloss. I used the Jeffree Star Jawbreaker palette, and then on the inner corner highlight I used the Ciate London Eye Luster Cream Shadow. I do not know the color. Let's just call it really pretty. There it is. I think I got this in an Ipsy or maybe a Boxy charm, but yeah. So that's it. That's the finished look. This is me. I am going to go relax, eat a popsicle, and head out for 4th of July soon. Be safe, make good decisions, do good, be good, you are good. I love you. Subscribe. Ring that bell. Ring that bell to get a notification every time I upload. Alright, I'll see you later. Do good, be good, you are good. Get out.